Hey, friend.
Hey, how are you, Jackie?
You know what? I'm good. We're back together this week.
I know, it's so wonderful. It's been quite a crazy summer, but it's been fun.
It has been crazy and fun. And we got to spend some time together this summer, which was an unexpected treat,
It was. We shut the coffee shop down.
literally.
Literally.
Literally, we did. But that's what we do in the deep water. We have lots of coffee. And as the mug and our little mantra says, real life, deep faith, good
That's right.
coffee.
Yay. Is there any other way?
I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think so. You know what? We're in August now, Christy, and that
yes.
means very quickly kiddos are going back to school, whether it's littles in elementary school or those of us sending our bigs off to college for the first time or the last
Yes.
time, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. I think we're both in this same little boat in this season of
Yeah.
fall 2025. I can't believe it.
We
Um, I have my little youngest one out of six is starting freshman college, local. I'm glad.
yeah.
But it's still bittersweet tears and lots of laughs, and we've rehashed some old ways of what we would be doing right now, which would be school supply shopping. We would be probably buying a new backpack because who doesn't do that? Um,
Yes.
but then I stopped and thought this will actually be my first. All right, hold the fort. You ready?
Holding.
This will be my first year, school year of not having to make a breakfast. And what else was there? Oh, there was and not having to usher kids out the door to get
Yes.
them either to the school bus or in the car line since
Yes.
1999.
Oh, that is a lot of parenting.
It's a lot. So
Um,
I'm in a season of transition myself of okay, last man out the door, and what do I do? Have I done my job? Am I sending my my oldest, youngest, middle, have I done the job that the Lord
that
has
is,
called me to do in training them in the way they need to go? So I'm glad we're talking about that today.
oh, it's a lot. Our little went off to freshman year last year and went far away. And then we had some issues, medical crisis that we needed to pull him back home. And while we grieved for him not getting to have the freshman year of college that he had envisioned,
Yes.
and we had a lot of hurdles that we had to overcome to help him navigate that.
Mhm.
There was a part of me that was grateful for that extra year with him.
Absolutely.
And I am reminded as these days are winding down and apartments and futures for him are right around the corner. Um, in high school, before my faith was deep, I had a book by a beloved author called Khalil Gibran.
Ooh, love the name.
And the name of the book is called The Prophet of all things.
Okay.
And that book set the stage, I think, for my basic parenting philosophy, which was children are not your own.
Mm,
They come through you and they are the future's gift to itself.
wow. Amen.
And
That's so good.
it echoed for me very much Psalm 127,
Mm,
which talks about the fact that our children are like arrows in the hands of a warrior.
mhm.
And so we're meant to prepare them well and then release them.
Yes.
And so often, I don't know if it's the same for fathers as it is for mothers, but this season of what do I do now? Whether you've been an at home wife and mom or a professional wife and mom, I think there is still that sentiment that part of your job as mom is wrapping up.
Mm,
And you and I
yes.
both have older kiddos who have
Right.
already grown
Yes.
and flown. So we have both sides of this picture, this coin right now, which
Yes.
is I know what it's like to raise and let them fly, but there's something special about if it's your one and only or your final.
Yes. It's very, very true. There's a lot of sentimentality that goes with this. And I think it's twofolded. Like you said, it's both sides of the coin because we've got our children, what are they thinking? What perspective have I grounded them enough in a good
Yes,
way
yes,
to be able to walk out into the world, to close the front door
mm,
and be just as grounded when they come back in, and where the world hasn't tainted them, but because they've been able to trust in us as parents, that
right,
we have trained them the right way to go, and also trust that they're not alone when they leave and when they come back, that God is girding them. And the other part of that is the encouragement and the confidence that we need to have, that we can trust God in the same way. So I think that's where I feel like parents get a double whammy of, okay,
right,
because you're thinking about the child, do they feel confident? Have I encouraged them enough? Have I girded them enough so that they can go out into this world and like you said, just be like, bring forth goodness into the
yes.
future.
It is not lost upon me that in this very recent season, one of your six has had a new baby. Um,
Yes.
not your first grandchild, but a new baby. And we in our family are looking at a wedding on the very near horizon. And this is part of that process that you and I are talking about. And although it's not the same as sending your child off to school,
Mm-hmm.
it's this space of we've prayed for these moments for them.
Wow. Yes.
And in seeing the completion of these moments,
Mm-hmm.
I am now left undone. And how do we hold space for grieving a season that was and filling that with joy that allows us to send them out into the world with love?
Wow, that's a really good introspective question. And my immediate answer to you, because Jackie, if any of you know out there, Jackie is just such a wonderful, real, genuine person, and she shares her heart um, in a loving, pure way. So when you say, how do you allow yourself that grieving space? I'm just going to say dot dot dot. Do
The
it.
ellipsis, the Jackie
Yes.
ellipsis.
Just give yourself that time to do it, but don't get swallowed up in it. My sister, her oldest is last year in high school 2 days ago.
Oh,
So it's like his last first day of high school. So
right.
she called me bawling. Like, it's an everyday parenting struggle of these big monumental moments in our children's lives.
Mm,
And and she's like, I didn't want to let them see me cry, and I sat there and in the car line, just, I didn't even want to pull out, and I just wanted to cry and be in my space. I said, good. I said, but now it's time to put the car in drive and go. So, and when you cry, you need to also acknowledge the fact that those need to be good tears, because
right.
look how far you've come.
It is so much that it's countering the, oh my gosh, it's over. It's really over with the yay, we did it.
Yes.
It's balancing that, all of it.
And what is God doing? He's doing the same thing. Whenever we get these
Mm,
big moments in our life where God goes, oh my gosh, Gosh. Oh my me. I finally get it. They finally get it. And he's cheering us on. Yay! Just like a good father does, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, and when we trust our children, uh, that we know we've done the best job we can because we've left them in the Father's care when they're out of our care. So
Mm,
it's
that's,
very powerful. To me, it's been a very powerful first start of fall of 2025.
I know. Wow. When you say it like that, it makes me feel a little mature in my long in the tooth. Is that is that the right terminology? Um, I think part of the tears, for me at least, and maybe for you, for your sister,
Mhm.
um, is that tears of joy mingle with tears of longing,
Mm.
and the longing for the days of our kiddos being littles, but also we have big, tall boys, you and I. I will miss having a 6 foot 2.5 inch man child give me these big, great bear hugs.
Yes.
I will miss that. And I will miss all that I have been able to see and celebrate and witness in him on the daily
Mhm.
basis.
Mhm. I was
Oh,
you Go ahead. I'm just wanting you to go. "Whoa!"
it's just, I remember once when the boy, our eldest, lovingly
Okay.
referred to as the boy,
The boy.
um, I remember when he was getting ready to go off to college, and Mac and I talked about very similar topics that you and I are talking about now. And
Mhm.
we came to a space where we said, we're going to be those parents that, much like social media today, perhaps when parents are expecting a child, they have the gender reveal party, or they have a Instagram reel where they're saying like, we're so looking forward to the baby, and we have, or a wedding like 30 days from now, six, like the countdown space, right?
Big
And
time, right?
I said, we're going to be those parents that are going to have the Instagram reel or the photographed evidence of us launching the kid and then celebrating because we get to plan our next trip.
I like the way you think.
And so I think perhaps because, again, when I was in high school, I read Khalil Gibran because it speaks to my personality, and it was a really good foundation before
Mhm.
I gave birth. That then
Mhm.
the Bible and my faith, as they grew in my parenting, were just a blessing on top of a really good foundation, an
Mhm.
increase of that notion that if God can bring his own son into the world and watch him grow
Yes.
and become everything he was created to be,
Mhm.
and release him to do his job, the things that
Yes.
God had gifted him for very specifically, right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
you and I know this from our conversation over
Mhm.
time, that we believe that each of us is on this earth with a very specific purpose.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And so I don't ever want to lose sight, as much as my mama's heart misses my boys.
Mhm.
And I'm going to cry when we take the little off to school in a couple weeks and I give him that big hug and say, bye for now. See you soon.
Right.
I won't cry then.
Mhm.
But once I am back to him in that car, lots of tears.
Yes.
I don't want to lose sight of the fact that they're good tears. It is just a goodbye for now.
Yes. I think it reminds us that every day is a gift,
Mm,
and being able to it makes you appreciate life. It makes
yes.
you appreciate the joy of actually having a really wonderful relationship where you can miss someone else
Yes.
that is dear to your heart. Um,
Yes.
and I think that if you can say that with tears, the good, the bad, the ugly tears,
Right.
and still look back and go, okay, the scripture says, train up a child in the way you want them to go, and they will not depart from it. And you know what? That's God is calling us to be able to say that every time you see them and every time they see you. That and you said that everybody has a purpose here, and they absolutely do. Train up a child in the way they will go, should go, and they will not depart from it, so that they can finish their assignment. And then you put the period.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is such a beautiful thought. Can I counter that with some not so beautiful right now?
Absolutely. Bring it.
Every single one of our boys in this soon to be leaving the house flying space
Okay.
makes it really, really, really easy to let them fly.
Oh, okay.
Have you had that experience where it's a psychological phenomenon for which I don't know the terminology, but
Okay.
where when we know that we are going to be leaving someone,
Yes.
we fight.
Okay.
We pick and we bicker because it's easier to say goodbye to someone that you're less
Uh,
attached to.
okay.
Have
Yes.
you had that experience?
Well, let's see. 6 kids. Yes. And I think that it's literally where they've gone, they're not in the same space nor the same season that we are,
No.
right? And the heightened emotion is
Yes.
being expressed in a wonderful way, even if we don't like that. We're like, okay,
Yes.
wait, I raised you, and you're going just like that, and God's is like, yeah, because they need to fly. And let me tell you, every year, every single year, having every child, not all of my children finished college, but that's another topic. But every single year, I saw more maturity, more appreciation. I mean, when they finally come home and actually help me unload the dishwasher, honestly, I'm not kidding. That was a good sign. I went, oh, what? They're, re- they're
It's
really
true.
they're really adulting because they appreciate, oh, they've done so much for me. It
Mhm.
wasn't a have to. I get to love on my parents, and I look and I go, oh my gosh, college did them good, and they actually appreciate me even more, and it's really awesome.
It
I don't know
is.
if that has anything about them flying, but every year that you could see a little glimmer of hope, a little glimmer of, oh my gosh, they really did miss me. They really do appreciate me as a parent. And those
Yes.
tears really, really are worth it.
So, I mean, we don't have to get into the weeds on it, but I think it's a valid point that not every parent is going to be sending their child off to college.
Hmm.
These kinds of feelings could apply to the mama that's sending her first child to kindergarten,
Oh, yes.
or the parents that have to bring the baby to childcare for the first time.
Yes.
Uh, it could be that you've got a child who is not choosing to go to college now or ever, and they're pursuing a very different professional life, and that's all good. I don't want us to get too, because where we are right now is sending kiddos off to college, and that's our experience. But I don't think it
Mhm.
applies singularly to that experience. I think it applies to parents sending their children into life.
Yes, it absolutely is. Even this morning, I took my grandbaby, who is almost 3, into his daycare class, which is so beautiful and wonderful. And literally, he loves it. He still bawled his eyes out. And I closed the classroom door and turned around, and I bawled my eyes out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so empathetic to it. because it's a thing. And you're right. And we need to acknowledge that it's not all just for college. It's all of those, again, I keep saying seasons because that's what it is in any one of those situations. And having a child that decides not to go to college, decides to stay home and get his GED in high school. Like, yeah, it's the same thing, but I think it really just comes back like you're trusting that God's got their best interest at heart. All the roads are not going to be the same, especially
Right.
this day and age. You know, there's a lot more freedom and liberties and online classes. I don't have to go away to college. I can just stay at home and do online classes, and you can guarantee mom's going to make dinner. Like, okay. So it's all the things. It's all the things. And that's what we talk about when we're talking about the deep water in everyday life is
Yes.
it is an everyday life. Even though they're going to school, one time you're sending them off, you still wake up the next day and kind of go, okay, we're going to walk through this same thing. They're gone or they're not gone. And how do we move forward with this in the best way we can? And it's trusting the Lord. That's all it is.
Always.
Always.
Always. It is, I don't know about you, but a phrase that I've heard often throughout my parenting journey, and I think it's meant in a very, it's it's a sincere sentiment and it's heartfelt. I don't think it's literal, but it
Mhm.
can lead down a path that perhaps isn't the healthiest for mom or child, which is, oh, don't grow up. Just don't grow up. Please don't grow up. And at first, it's because you cherish this small being that God has gifted you.
Yeah.
And you just want to keep their chubby cheeks and all of the small newness of the experience.
Mhm.
And you recognize that that is fleeting.
Yes.
Um, I want to challenge that. And again, you've just had a new grandbaby. And what about if we get to say, instead of don't grow up, I'm so glad I get to see you grow up.
Oh, that's good. That makes waterworks.
Waterworks.
Because
It,
deep down, that's what you are saying.
yeah,
Oh, that is so beautiful. That's beautiful,
yeah.
Jackie. Yes. I think you
So,
should write a book about that.
hmm,
Hmm.
well, there's more to say on that topic, but not today. I really, I really would hope that in the midst of all of the imminent goodbyes, whether it's your first time taking the baby to daycare or the last time you're going to have your first Monday or your first last day of school with your
Mm.
high schooler,
Mhm.
or it's like you and like me, we're sending them off into the world and we're going to be living in this literal empty nest now.
Right.
I'm hoping that we can say, thanks be to God, I get to or I got to watch you grow up.
Wow. Yes. Yes. Thanks be to God. What does scripture say about that? For his indescribable gifts,
Hmm,
because that's what they are.
they
Wow.
are. Hey, guess what?
What?
As we reflect on those indescribable gifts, pretty quick now for both of us, we're going to give those boys a big hug and look at them. And I think the perfect thing to say is, God bless you. I
Mm.
love you.
Hmm.
And goodbye for now.
Oh, I love that.
All right. Bye for now, friend.
Bye bye.